Future Trunks is one of the most overhyped characters in all of Dragon Ball Z. Everyone likes to call him a badass because he's sliced up Frieza, he's got a dope ass sword, but let's get real for 1 second. He ran away from his own timeline and world because he couldn't handle it. While Future Gohan literally died fighting, he went, nah, I'm gonna go get my dad and his friends to fix this problem for me. That's not what a badass does. That's soft. And before you say, well, he had no other choice, the androids were too strong, we are talking about Saiyans. When Vegeta or Goku, or for even that matter Gohan, hit a wall, they surpassed their limits. Trunks hit that wall, and he decided to build a time machine. So today we're gonna talk about why Future Trunks may actually be one of the weakest Saiyans in the whole series. And we'll show why his story shows how far the Saiyan race fell in his timeline. Let's start with Future Trunks' world. Trunks grew up in a literal nightmare. The androids destroyed everything. His mentor Gohan died, and humanity was hanging on by a literal thread. That's tragic, definitely. But instead of taking that pain and suffering and letting it harden him like Goku or Vegeta did, he folded under the pressure. Gohan literally fought until his last breath. Trunks, he used that excuse to run away. He has to be one of the only Saiyans to unlock a new transformation and not win the fight immediately after. He didn't look at his situation and go, how can I surpass my own limits? He thought to himself, how can I find someone who's way stronger to fix this for me? That's not the Saiyan spirit. That is defeat disguised as intelligence. Trunks also lacks Saiyan pride. Every Saiyan that we respected, Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, at times they had their pride, that willingness to die before they ever begged for help. Future Trunks never had any of this. He came from the same flesh and blood as Vegeta, but he did not inherit even an ounce of that warrior mentality. Vegeta would time and time again rather literally die than ask anyone else to help him. Trunks, he's okay with abandoning his timeline just to go find help. And yes, in the grand scheme of things, it was the smart play. It was the right decision. But that is exactly my point. Throughout Dragon Ball, Saiyans don't care about the smart decision. We see this as a prime example in the Buu saga. Goku and Vegeta could have refused and destroyed Kid Buu, but they decided to let their Saiyan pride get in the way, and they still figured out a way to get it done. They care about the fight, and Trunks just isn't built like that. And honestly, throughout his fights, he really only wins when he gets carried. Let's look at some results here. The Cell Saga. Trunks didn't win any fight. He got carried by Goku and Vegeta, and the only reason he won when he got back to his timeline is because he had access to the hyperbolic time chamber. Let's move to Dragon Ball Super, the Goku Black arc. Once again, he had to go get Goku and Vegeta to come in and save his world. And you could argue that he had the final shot on Fusion Zamasu. However, let's not forget, almost all of that energy came from a spirit bomb. So it really wasn't even his power. It was the willingness and power of the earth that had been tortured for so many years that allowed him to get that final blow. And then he didn't even kill them. Zeno had to erase Zamasu for him. That's not a win. That's a cosmic bailout. Every single time it feels like Trunks faces a world-ending threat, someone else has to come in and clean up his mess. He's not a symbol of hope. He's living proof that in his timeline, the Saiyan race forgot what had made them such strong legends in the first place. Future Trunks had a lot of potential, but instead of digging deep like Vegeta or Goku would have, he depended on others to solve his problems. So yeah, Trunks may have had cool moments. He may have, from the technical sense, saved his timeline. And biologically, he still is a Saiyan. However, him being a biological Saiyan doesn't make him into a bold Saiyan like Goku, Vegeta, or Trunks would be. In reality, he's a scared boy who needed help from his father and friends to save him and the ones he loved around him. That's the difference between surviving and dominating. And if you want to see what real Saiyan domination looks like, go watch the video on the screen on why Dragon Ball Z Broly is significantly better than Dragon Ball Super Broly. Because while Trunks might have been soft, Broly was the definition of pure, unfiltered Saiyan rage. Let me know what you guys thought about today's hot topic. Go ahead and comment down below if you agree or disagree with me. I want to hear all of your guys' thoughts on Future Trunks, and I will be responding to every comment. Do me a favor, if you made it to the end, just go ahead and hit like and subscribe. It only takes a second, helps me very, very much.